Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant. Rant? Maybe not a rant. Just having coffee with Dano this morning. Have coffee with me. Hit pause on this video. Get your coffee together. Let's have coffee together. I am drinking Dunkin'. This will most likely be a lengthy discussion. Guys, we did it. We did it. We got Walmart Plus. That's right. Oh, I can almost hear you guys. No, Dan, don't do it. We got Walmart Plus, and we got it for one reason. Well, many reasons, actually. We are traveling to Florida. We are not just traveling, we are flying. And for a couple that is not used to flying, we are used to driving everywhere. We wanted to make sure that everything was nice and sound, and if we forgot anything, we could order from the Walmart, the Wally World, the Wally World Plus Walmart. I've got a lot of good comments from you guys on Walmart Plus over the years, and if I didn't do what I do and travel to these stores like every day, I probably would have Walmart Plus because it's a pretty good deal. I mean, at usual price, I guess it's I think it's right around $12 a month. Somebody said it was like $100 a year. I know a couple of our friends use it, and they love it. They love it. The only thing, we made sure and did this too. I bet a bunch of you are out there thinking to comment this right now. Make sure that if you don't want substitutions, that you click no substitutions. We already did that. We don't want any substitutions for anything that we order. If we have to, we'll take an Uber, but we wanted to make it as convenient as possible, because, you want to. When you're not driving, like I said, we're used to driving. So flying, it's like we know our stuff's going to be there. We know that for the next month, we get it for free. This is a trial period. So if I don't like it, it's getting canceled. But I don't know. I could see where it would be good in the future. Me and Jessica are getting busier and busier, and it'd be nice to have groceries delivered for free sometimes. Or not free, but I guess in the future it'd be $12, $12.50, I think it is. Not too sure. We're going to see how it is. I know some of our viewers and everything have talked about, well, you may not want to order canned goods and stuff like that. I don't know if I would order canned goods from Walmart anyway. I don't know. Maybe. But I know some people talk about getting tinted cans, and you've said that they're good about taking them back and getting, different ones. And I've even heard that you can do that in the store. I've heard that you can do that in store. So if you can, that's awesome. Because I could just take them back like that. Of course, that does kind of defeat the purpose of getting them delivered. But anyway, it's kind of all over the place. But I am excited to try Walmart Plus. I'm excited for going to Florida, really. But I think it's going to be awesome. Yes, and we are planning on doing a lot of videos. Jess is, hopefully, we can do a lot of videos. Maybe some different food reviews. Some of the things we do as we travel the Sunshine State that is Florida. I'm excited. We have a lot of viewers that live in Florida. Don't know if I'm going to get to a lot of store videos. Not having the car, that is one concern. I know I could do maybe Uber to a couple places. I don't know yet. I don't know. But one thing I can tell you is that we will have something out here for you every day, as we always do. Want to make sure we keep the Dano crew entertained. Oh, that Dunkin' coffee's good. Ooh, that's another thing. You can also order coffee. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome for traveling, the Walmart Plus thing. I'm excited, and we can use this throughout our trip, too. What's also cool is that over the next few days, we have our order in, but we can add to that. It's not like we had to pay for it right away. We have until a certain date when we arrive where we're going to actually add to the order. So if I think of something like, oh, wait a minute, we forgot ibuprofen, or we forgot Tylenol, or I'm just random things, or we forgot something, we can add to that up to like 4 hours before the order's delivered. How cool is that? I don't know. I think that's awesome. I'm kind of liking this new Walmart Plus world. And I know a lot of you guys use it, and I think it's good. I mean, really, if you think about it, like for $12 a month, I mean, and look at Kroger too. I know a lot of people use the Kroger Boost program, and that's worth it too. The only reason why I don't, I'm telling you right now, the only reason why I don't is because this is my job going around to all the stores. Now, I mean, there are some perks to going in store and stuff like that too, and that's never going to end for me. At least I don't think so. Uh, yeah, I'll just go outside and start filming the Walmart guy bringing our groceries. Yeah, how much was this? Okay, $2.99. That's a little much. What do you think it should be? I think it should be free. No. Excited for Florida though, guys. It's gonna be a good time. We got a lot of stuff planned. This was just one step easier. Jess gets a little, she's not one that's real big on flying. She's not. We have flown to Florida a couple times, but she's not real big on flying. So that's part of the reason why we always drive. But I mean, it is nice driving because like I said, you take all your stuff. You can fill up your entire car. Don't worry about losing anything, in some ways it's cheaper. But I gotta say, guys, hotel prices have gotten ridiculous. Ridiculous. And especially like these one night stay things, like in between states. Like, there was one hotel which they didn't have any vacancy, but there was one that was like a little over $200. I think it was a Holiday Inn when we were coming back from Florida last time. We ended up making it to Corbin, Kentucky, and it was still like $140. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we were, you do what you got to do, I guess, but it was so like expensive. You start looking at the flights. And we got a really good deal. We got a really good deal. So I won't go into all that, but it's all. I will say this: for what we're saving, it's about the same price or a little cheaper to fly round trip with me and Jessica than it was to drive down there and back. Like and the super bonus of getting there in an hour and a half and not taking us 2 days. That's another thing too. We're adding 2 days to what would be an extra drive on our trip. Because I don't know if, Cincinnati here, I will tell you it takes about 14 hours to get to, like if you're going to Orlando, it takes 14 hours. No matter what you do, if you're driving straight through, it's going to take 14 hours. And that's if you don't land in a crazy amount of traffic in Atlanta, which you always land in crazy amount of traffic in Atlanta. I mean, that's just the way it is. And if you happen to not miss traffic in Atlanta, you're either hitting the traffic as soon as you get out of Atlanta or right before, like Marietta and stuff like that. I mean, it gets busy. And when we were driving like straight through, I would leave at like 4:30 in the morning. That way we were getting through Atlanta by like 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there, way before any kind of rush hour traffic. But sometimes it would still be backed up. But, it's like to get there in an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. It varies, like, with the different wind patterns, I guess. But, I mean, it's like, wow, that's, like, amazing. That's, like, amazing. Because for someone that has always driven this, like I said, we've taken flights before, and it's been nice. And Jessica, I feel like she's more used to it now. We actually flew down to Florida for a few days. She had a family, we were hanging out with her family and everything. And they're kind of scattered all throughout Florida. So we'll get to visit a lot of Jessica's family. That's fun. We're excited for that. And if you guys are watching, hello. And we are coming. We are packing our bags and getting ready. And Jess is going off her long list of things she needs. That's another thing, too. We got these suitcases. I got a great deal. It's like the #1 suitcase. It's called the IT luggage. It weighs like 4 pounds. It weighs 4 pounds, and they're guaranteed for life. They're guaranteed for life. I paid half price for each one of them, and they're huge. They're huge, because if you're going to fly and you're going to pay for bags, I know Jessica's going to want to take a ton of stuff. I know she is. So I'm basically just going to throw clothes in my bag and let her just fill it up if she wants to, because I know she's going to, we do like to take a lot of stuff, but usually we're in our car. So she does get these cool little cube things. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but they're like these little zipper cubes where you put like your socks and underwear and then your shirts and then your pants, and it like kind of fits into the bag. I really like those. I don't do that. I just toss it in, strap it, done. I might do a little fold on like the nice collared shirts, but that's what's even nice about these. They're like wrinkle free. I don't even have to iron these things. It's awesome. All about convenience. All about convenience. Oh, Walmart Plus. Walmart Plus. Excited for that. We were just doing that. Jessica, like I said, I wanted her to do this video with me, but she's really busy today. So, getting ready for the big Sunshine State trip. I'm excited. Didn't want to make this video too long, but I wanted to, sit here, hang out, talk to you guys. We're always talking about all the bad stuff going on in the stores and all the doom and gloom around the country and around the world, which, it's good to know with these things. I mean, it's very important, but wanted to just sit here and talk with you guys about some of the fun things going on and the fun things to come here. And we got a few days. I am kind of docking up, getting ready for, having a couple extra videos planned here as we go along so that I get a little bit of a breather before we hit the waters in Florida. I hope the weather's going to be good. Over the last week, it's been kind of chilly in Florida. As a matter of fact, there's a couple days here this week. I think it's going to be warmer here than Florida. It's kind of weird. I did see when we land, it's looking like it's going to be somewhere in the mid-70s, so that's nice. Nicer than here. It's 58 here today in Cincinnati. 58, but it does not feel like 58. Now, it's very windy, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like 58. It feels like maybe 45. So I don't know. Wind chill factor, I guess. But yeah, it was a little chilly. Not complaining, though. It was very chilly on Saturday. It got down to 25 degrees. So Cincinnati, if you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes. Because it changes It's supposed to be nice this week, though. I'm excited for that. It's going to be sunnier here than in Florida. So hopefully, as we look into the next week and beyond, hopefully the weather starts getting a little more sunshinier in the Sunshine State. So I can't give away where we're going. I can't talk about any of this stuff because Jessica would get upset. But we are doing some fun things. We're going to be doing some food reviews, different tours of things. Maybe look around, maybe things you've never seen before. Definitely some things we've never seen before. And I'm going to make it as entertaining as possible. This is kind of my old school style of filming, but it should be fun. And I'm excited to share some of this stuff with you guys. And again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed down below. Hit that bell notification so that you are notified when our videos are uploaded. Because, we do all kinds of things on this channel, so if you don't hit that bell notification, then you can always look us up at 8:30 in the morning. That's usually when we have at least our first video out. We've been doing videos. Sometimes we'll do 2 a day. Sometimes we do our coffee rant videos where I sit and give you the Dano news of things in the grocery stores, the shortages, the doom and gloom around the country and around the world, which is something that is harder and harder to deal with. I mean, it's just why we do these breaks, guys. Why I need to get away. I need to get away, chill, relax for a little while, hang out with some family. Jessica's family's awesome. They're so welcoming and so friendly. I think everybody in Florida is friendly. Anybody I've ever dealt with who lives in Florida has always been really nice. Probably the weather. It's nice weather. It gets cold up here. Everybody gets angry, And I guess I can't really say that, though. I mean, there's a lot of good people here in Cincinnati. We're pretty laid back, too. It's a pretty laid back town. But, when it gets cold, when you're that cold, I'm upset. It's like, ugh, I don't even want to go out in this. But I'll tell you what, guys. Excited for I'm just excited for the journey. I'm excited for the flight. I'm excited to get to Florida within an hour and a half, 2 hours. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. When you drive this trip all the time, 14, 15 hours there, 14, 15 hours back, it's not bad going down there. It's coming home. It's coming home that's the worst. My goal coming home is to make it to Tennessee. Like, that's it. Like, if I can make it to just outside Chattanooga on my way home, then that is a success, right? Because it's hard to do. It's hard to do because when you've done, a week or two of just traveling, you're walking every day, you're walking probably more than you ever have, but you're having fun, so you don't really know it. But boy, when you start to drive home, you feel it. You really do. I mean, and you look at it the best way you can. Like, I look at it like, well, at least I'm sitting down now driving. But it's like after a long trip like that, it's hard. It's hard. Like I said, we would make it back to Tennessee, and that was the goal. The goal going down there now when we drive is to just get through Atlanta. Like, if we can make it just outside Macon, or maybe like Valdosta, or what's the one before Valdosta? It begins with a C. Cordera? No. Uh, Something like that. From Georgia, let me know. I think it's Cordera. Or, I don't know, there's a lot of hotels that are in that town. It's right before Valdosta. Valdosta is the last city in Georgia before you get to Florida. And I'll tell you what, like, you really got to think about it then, because once you cross into Florida, I think there's Lake City, and then there's nothing for a while. Like, I mean, there's just nothing. Like, we even make sure we got gas before we, and I'm sure there is, like, off the side roads and everything, but, once you get into Florida and you get past, like, that initial first city there, you go a ways before you find anything, and some of the gas stations are way off the ramps. Which, if there was anything about Florida that I would like to see change, that is it. Put more gas stations. I mean, for a state that, every once in a while, knock on wood, it doesn't happen for a long time or ever again. If ever you have to evacuate because of a hurricane or something, I really felt like there wasn't as many gas stations as there should be. I mean, I did feel like that was a big issue. We drove down through that Hurricane Irma, the aftermath of it, and boy, was that a nightmare. And there really wasn't. There's not as many gas stations down there off of 75 as there are up here, at least for the area that we were traveling. Anyway, guys, so big question of the day. Do you have Walmart Plus? Do you like it? Let us know down below. Make sure, let us know how you feel about it. Let us know if there's any little secrets we need to know. Really excited to try it. I've kind of always wanted to, but again, it was hard to justify because I live so close to all these stores, and I visit them frequently anyway. So it didn't really make a lot of sense. But excited to try this down in Florida. We're going to see how it works. We got not a bunch of stuff. We didn't want to get a bunch of stuff because, for one, we're not going to be down there too long, and then for two, we want to make sure that we're not wasting anything. I did get a 35 pack of water, and really the reason why is because you never know, right? You never know. I want to make sure that I would rather have more than enough water because it gets hot. I get dehydrated. Jessica gets dehydrated. We're not used to, even though I don't think we're going to be dealing with a lot of Florida heat, I want to be prepared nonetheless, as most of you probably know. But also, if we don't use it, then I'm going to leave it or give them away to somebody that will. Because obviously we can't take them on the plane, maybe one or two or something. But I don't know if we're going to go through that many waters. Probably not. But again, it was the best deal anyway. And I will make sure that people get some free water when we leave. So it works out both ways. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment about Walmart Plus. And if you like it, do you like it? Do you not like it? And what are maybe some little secrets about it that you can share with us? Guys, thank you so much. Have a great day.